Gill has 21 tonight, and we still have 14:37 to play.
Well, he's been, you know, another guy that's really did a good job, you know, along with Marquise Allen, just really igniting this team, being consistent.
Free throw good. He's so smooth from that free throw line. As well, 7 of 7 tonight for Murray. Here's Irvin, puts it up, counted, and one off glass. Brandon Irvin.
You know what? I know why Murray is probably upset, because they were supposed to get in that 1-2-1-1. You could tell he was pointing it out, so he had to get back. The thing about basketball, and it's really weird. If 4 people are doing the right thing and one person does the wrong thing, they're always going to find that one person. It never works opposite. One person can't do the right thing and help everybody else. It's dangerous.
Run out. Here's Murray. Top battle, Lindsay. Long shot, no good. Rimmed out. As Boykins couldn't get it to go down. Tough shot. Paint that tank coming up short. Bellegraph. He's been better going to the basket as opposed to fading away.
But I tell you what, though, he's a nice little player, though. Bellegraph, Cole, they have some
That's
talent.
a good shot from Murphy. My goodness. 24. It's back up to an 18-point Owens lead. Thurman tried to draw the contact. There was no whistle, but he still gets it to go.
And that's what he does really well. Irvin uses that big body. He may not have the most athleticism, but he uses his body.
What do you call muscling the ball in that time? Yeah. Murray looks it out. Bachman. Murray playing the two-man game with Bachman. Throws it away. Here comes Fisher. Fisher, Bellegraph. Nice catch in traffic. Up and in. Tough shot, Aaron Bellegraph.
You're right. That was a great catch and adjustment.
16 for the freshman. No good the other way. Here comes the Chargers. Down 14 points. Hanging around here today at the Shack. Bellegraph wasn't ready. That was kind of a careless pass.
Yeah, I was going to say that wasn't a good pass right there by Cole.
Watch out here on the alley-oop. Yeah, we got a foul. Looking for a little showtime right there with Devondre Peoples.
That's you know what? Hey, that's a tough call right there. I mean, Irvin had that peeped out all the way.
Some fans disappointed with that call right there.
But that's the problem when there's not a ton of fans, because you can really hear the comments.
Edison not happy with the foul call, and Dave Clark not happy that they don't get shots. Free throw attempts on that foul call. Murray. A lot of control that time. Dave Clark wanted another foul, didn't get it.
Back in play.
Thrown over to us again. You see Dave Clark working the officials. He works just as hard, if not harder, than his kids out there in the court during a 40-minute basketball game.
Yeah, he never sits down.
Ball stripped away from Lindsay, but he gets it back. 14-point game. Lindsay fires a three. That's a quick shot. No ball movement at all. And it will be Charger basketball.
It's an interesting lineup. When they bring Lindsay and Allen, you can really expect the pressure to turn up a little bit, because both these guys are very quick, very strong. You know, they're small, but they're strongly built. So they're 1-3-1. They're going to probably shot. Good play.
Bellegraph and collects himself, tipped up and in though. On the miss by LaShawn Dorsey. We have another Owens turnover. Bellegraph, nice play by Gill. to knock it down because that would have been an easy two. It would have been a 10-point game. Lindsay, nice bounce pass. Allen up and in.
That was really started by Gill right there with his hustle.
71-57. You really go back. We talked about this at halftime, Deanne. Nice pass there. Easy layup for Plummer. But we talked about it at half. You go back the last 8 or 9 minutes of the first half, and then the first 8 or 9 minutes here in the second half, and Edison's winning this game.
Yes, they are. I mean, if they don't spot them 30 points.
Gill scores on the reverse. Dave Clark calls another timeout, so we'll step aside and take a break as he gets on his team for his team defense. 10:57 to go. Owens by 14.
Buckeye Cable System has the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics with over 1,500 hours of around-the-clock coverage from start to finish on CBC, CNBC, NBC Sports Network, MSNBC, and USA. This year, stream the competition across all 15 sports and 98 medal events with NBCOlympics.com and NBC Sports Live Extra. And VOD has exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss a moment of the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics on Buckeye Cable System.
For seeing your business's cash flow work even harder. For seeing receivables coming in and payables going out. So that now you can do more for your business, today and tomorrow. For seeing your business's cash flow like never before, the Enhanced Cash Flow Insight, powered by PNC CFO, a suite of online tools that can now sync with popular accounting software and turn seeing into doing.
Basketball here. Thought we were about ready to call a shot. They missed it. Watch out here. Gill coming the other way. Left-handed tomahawk. Throw it down. Bik Gill. 75-59. 16-point Owens lead. And Dave Clark again, for the second straight timeout, just lambasting his team over on the sideline. And you have to understand where he's coming from because the way this team started this game, their intensity level's gone down, their defensive effort's gone down. As we see the replay of this dunk by Gill, and he's trying to get that back up these final 10-21.
You know, I can guarantee you that Coach Clark probably talked to these guys before the game all week. Guys, don't take them lightly. You know, play hard. Do not look at the opponent. We have to worry about ourselves. And that means execution. That means not turn the ball over unnecessarily. That means not being careless with the basketball, which his team at some, certain points have been. So you're right. He's not happy about this. Because once again, like I said, they have a chance to have a special season. And you really got to coach that.
Fisher makes both free throws, 75-61. Yeah, you're right. Against a better team, you can't let down even for a couple minutes, let alone almost an entire half of basketball here where they really haven't played Owens Express basketball. Really just the first 10 minutes of this game. They really played the way I think Coach Clark wants them to play. With Murray, but this guy's been impressive throughout. 26 points now for Murray.
Yeah, and Murray's definitely been playing really, really hard.
We got a hand check call coming up here on Boykins. That is the 4th team foul on the Express. 16 fouls already for Edison. You see the bonus already lit up for Owens on our scoreboard at the bottom of your screen.
The thing Owens can do, though, just kind of look at, they can bring scoring off the bench.
Side muscled up and in, Plummer. And I think the thing that makes Coach Clark the maddest, the most upset here over the last 20 minutes or so of game clock are the easy baskets Edison's getting.
Exactly.
Uncontested baskets. A couple misses here for early.
Uncontested, guys not rotating, guys not seeing the basketball.
Telegraph, how about that move?
Euro
Get
step.
the finger rolled up. Allen going coast to coast. Murray, who wasn't ready for it, just got to go up there, don't you? Yeah.
There was nobody in front of him right there, Kevin. I mean, and I understand, guys want to be unselfish, but, it's unselfish if nobody's in front of you to make the basket, too,
77-63. There's Plummer at the side of the backboard that time, but we'll stay with Edison. 9:07 to play in the ball game.
They get beat by this inbounds play again.
A couple times, you're right, they've been burnt for a layup right off that inbound.
I'm sure that was the emphasis at halftime.
Plummer, and he traveled.
If you're Edison on the other end, I think you can take some good things away, because you can say we're playing head-to-head with this team, who by all rights should kill us. So this is going to be a big comment. If they can come back, you know.
Murray from behind, put back up and in. People. Yeah, they could have just packed it in early tonight, down 24 points at one point. But they didn't. They've kept battling here, down 16. Probably not enough time for them to come back, but they keep getting looks like that from Plummer. You know, at 7.
Those are the things that will drive the coaching staff of Owens crazy, because guys are not in their shell drill positioning.
Allen for 3, straight on. Couldn't get the roll. Nice, strong rebound. Telegraph. We got a jump ball situation. Possession arrow favors the Express with 8:06 to go, up 14.
So Coach Clark over there getting on Murray. And that's the thing. When you get on your star player, trust me, the rest of the guys fall in. They pay attention.
Yeah, there's been no favoritism at all tonight from Dave Clark.
No.
He's getting at.
Well, that's a good coach.
Nice spin move, baseline, threw it away. Here's Fisher, nice bounce pass, easy layup for Cole. It's a 12-point game.
I tell you what, this is a key possession right here for both teams. I think for Owens, you have to get on the board, change momentum back, and I think if you're Edison, if you stop them, you get a stop here and you score, there's just life that's just been breathed back into you.
Owens averaging 90.5 points a game. They're only giving up 67.2 as that 3 goes down early.
That was huge. Like, you know, even though they're winning, but that was a big shot right there.
Makes it a 15-point ball game. 7:24 to go. Strong move to the basket. Lyle Cole, who's come alive here in the second half. 10 of his 12 here in the second stanza.
It's a nice left-hand finish by Coles right there.
Murray short that time. You could tell from the get-go. Plummer got away with the carry, maybe. Murray with the steal. Coming the other way now. Murray kicks it out. Early 3, count it.
That's called having a high basketball IQ. That's finding the hot guy early. He just hit a shot from their previous possession.
Edison now playing a little out of control. Watch out here. Lindsay up and in.
There's no showtime right there, guys. Just want to get the 2 points.
He had early running with him, who we saw throwing down a little bit earlier today.
Now, Lindsay worked hard on the defense, and if you notice early, stood back, allowed him. Nice move right there by Coles.
Off the rim and hit Lyle Cole. Both been impressed with him in the second half. 7:71. This is kind of more what we saw the first 10 minutes of the game, with Owens scoring almost every possession. Keep up again here.
You don't really worry about Owens on the offensive end as much. I mean, if they're not turning the ball over. Defensively, that's where they've kind of been flawed a little bit tonight. They haven't really did a good job of rotating over once one of the guys get beat. They have to work on that.
Early fires that quick trigger off the inbound. Not a good shot there. Quick run out. Here's Fisher. And Fisher will reset the offense. That one thrown out of bounds. Deflected off the hand of Peoples. one inside off glass, no. For Irvin. Over the basket, no.
Nice.
Gill with the putback, no. Peoples, third time's the charm.
That's the other thing I thought they've done well, too. I think they've done a good job on the offensive boards. You know, they're sending guys that crash the boards. They're getting 2 and 3 looks. Now we're seeing a little bit, you know, just kind of full court man-to-man. Trying to zigzag dribble drill him, if you will, up the court.
89-71, 18-point lead here for Owens. Now it starts to look comfortable for him. It was getting a little dicey, although Edison never got it within 12 points.
They never did.
In the second half.
You're right, Kevin. They never did. But the thing about it, like I said, if you're Coach Clark, you know, you have to pick this apart to say you're not comparing yourself to Edison. You're comparing yourself to Mott right now.
All the way, here we go with Lindsay up and in left side. Here, Lindsay has 7 points. Helter-skelter basketball both ways as Dorsey was hammered. They'll shoot 2.
Have to sprint back and get back on defense. And trust me, I'm not trying to be critical, but these are glaring things that if you want to make a strong run in March, because they have the team to be special. I really believe that. You know, they have a lot of talent. They have athletes. They have scoring. They might not, you know, have the interior that they've had in the past. You know, when you lose a guy like they lost last year going to Miami, Florida University, I mean, of course. But I think they have guys that can score. They can shoot the basketball. I mean, they're a really nice team. And they can defend when they want to. That's the key.
And I think that's the key for Coach Clark going forward with this team, too, against better competition, defending when you want to.
Not
Got to
good.
defend all 40 minutes.
Thank
You're
you.
going to beat those good teams. Rebound, Irvin up in it.
That's the problem. You have to want to all the time.
4:44 left. And Edison with the steal coming the other way now. And an offensive foul. Going to be whistled against Brandon Irvin. Here's Lindsay with the ball, 4.5 to go. It's an 18-point ball game. And Lindsay was fouled as he had his legs buckle underneath him a little bit right there.
This ball is really enjoying me, trying to bring me back out
Got
of
the ball
retirement.
magnet here tonight.
I may have some eligibility left. I need to check. Did you see what happened today in college football? You follow Northwestern?
I did.
They're
I
trying
saw
to
that.
unionize. That's
Yeah,
pretty
unionize.
interesting. I saw what they were asking for, and it actually, some of the things were not outrageous. I don't know if you had a chance to see that, you know.
I haven't really dived into the story yet, but I saw the parameters of it.
Well,
Second free throw good.
some of the things they're asking for, I think the NCAA should do anyway. Like, for example, you know, once your eligibility's up, if you don't graduate, you should always be able to go back and graduate. I mean, things like that, I think that's important. There are certain schools that do that. I know Ohio State does that, but I think that's fair.
I would agree with that. Up and in.
Yeah.
Especially if you're an athlete. So tough to, even if you're not an athlete, so tough to graduate from college in 4 years.
Yes, it
These
is.
days anyway, let alone playing a varsity sport.
The average is 5 to 6, 7. If you're playing a sport, you're asked to do a whole lot, And if you're at, one of the bigger schools, you are bringing a lot of revenue in. So I don't think that's asking too much.
Jones up and in, 95-75. Definitely think it's trending over the last 15 to 20 years with how big especially the big money sports in college, basketball, football,
Yeah,
have gotten with all the money involved, that we were going to come to this at some point.
Well, they want another interesting rule, Kevin, that I think is really nice. They're trying to get it so you have a one-time transfer, meaning that you can transfer from Division I to Division I and not sit out. You know, that way they're saying players can reach their maximum athletic and social. I mean, they had some really interesting things that they're asking for, and I don't think it was really outrageous as to what they were asking. Now, will it go through? You know, obviously not, because the argument is you shouldn't get paid to play. But when you look at a school like an Ohio State or Michigan, I mean, those schools, the football and basketball programs, you know, finance a lot of the campus. You know, they pay a lot of professors.
Wow. How about that rebound? And then we got a technical coming up on Gale as he threw it down and then did a little chin up on the rim.
Yeah, they're going to give him a T on that. Let's take a look at that. All right, did I not tell you about this guy? You know what? If he doesn't do the chin up, it might not be a tech, because you're allowed to actually hang and see what's up under you. But you know, another interesting theory I was going to tell you about, and what they're proposing is they're saying this: why shouldn't the guy be able to transfer and play? Coaches can leave every year. You know, they can stay 1 year and leave the next year, and they don't get penalized for taking another job. I mean, it's some interesting things that they brought up.
Definitely feel good. I think that probably goes back to, as we see the replay of the hang on the rim for the technical. But I think the original aspect of that rule of not being able to transfer is because theoretically you're supposed to go to a college for academics, correct? So even if the coach leaves, it's still the same school.
No, but if a coach comes in your living room, which I've experienced, oh, we're going to be here forever, and then they leave, you know, I mean, you're right, but
no, I agree with
they don't get a penalty either.
I think that was the reason they made the rule in the first place.
I mean,
but that's kind of been out the window for a long time
Yeah.
now. So I agree. I think that if the coaches can leave, the kids should be able to leave as well.
I mean, think about it. Back in the day, a lot of coaches didn't leave. You know, they stayed for a while. I mean, now coaches watching this, they say Vanderbilt's down to 9 recruits. We're a week away from National Signing Day, and a lot of those guys have left. You know, I don't care what anybody says. You go somewhere because of the coach.
Free ball no good from Marquise Allen. Rebound here for the Express.
Oh, nice.
Kick out, 3 from the corner. No good. Put back up and in. No, he missed it. It came out. I was marking it down. It was halfway down. It came out on it. Still need 3 more to get to the century mark. Out of control right there, Cole, but he was fouled. And hopefully Lyle Cole's going to be all right. He's played a heck of a second half.
Yeah, he really did. He played real hard. I mean, like I said, if you're Edison, you're around the 80-point mark. You know, if they do some things differently themselves defensively in the first half, you know, especially at the beginning, maybe we have a different ball game. Now, obviously, I think Owens, you know, you can tell they're clearly the more talented team, but I thought Edison, you know, Bellegraph, you know, Cole, I thought they had some guys that really contributed well. Brandon Irvin, they got a nice little team, a nucleus, if you will, that they can build off of. Oh!
Almost a chance right there for another highlight reel. And it was missed.
He gets up dangerously high for a guy only 6 foot.
Right on 3, rolls in. How about the touch that time for Jaden Williams? First made 3-point field goal tonight for Edison. And as I look at my score sheet, that is the case. And we got an and 1 situation here. So this can get Owens to 100 with this free throw coming up from Marquise Allen.
Nice right there. What makes Allen tough, like I said, you know, he and Lindsey, even though they're really short, those guys are real strong. And they have the ability to get their shot off amongst the trees. That's a special talent for little guys.
There it is, the 100-point mark for Owens on that free throw. 100 to 84. Coach Clark has to be happy with the 100, but I don't think he's going to be very happy with the 84. That's already 17 over the average they've given up this senior year, and now it's going to be 19 over, so we have that putback dunk from Bellegrave.
And I'm counting. That's 3 dunks for Bellegrave.
186. Owens looking for some more points here. Shot was blocked, and Kenny Jones will go to the line as they call a foul. So this will be Kenny Jones at the line. He has 6 points, 0 for 2 so far tonight from the charity stripe.
Okay.
First free throw no good from Jones. Looking for the second, also looking for his first made free throw of the night. Missed that one.
Very uncharacteristic of Owens.
We got another reach and foul here on Marquise Allen.
At this point in the game, see, those are the little things. There's no need to foul.
Free throw short from Lyle Cole. Second free throw from Cole is good. 187. Final margin not going to be too much here for Owens.
No.
Closest Edison got here in the second half was 12 points.
Well, that man with the basketball right there early hit a couple key threes when it seemed like Edison was closing in on him.
Blocked there from Bellegrave. Scramble for the loose ball. Picked up. Bellegrave almost stood up that time, and Irvin got it stripped out of bounds. Sloppy finish to this game here for the Express.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our player of the game tonight. None other than John Murray with a big offensive output. 26 points tonight for John Murray, well over his average of 15.1.
Well, he really started him off. I mean, he came out. He was a guy we spotlighted in the opening. But his energy, I think, on both ends of the court, but specifically offensively, was really what propelled him, in my opinion, that first half. Got him that big lead. He's a slasher, like I told you, a guy that his game starts from the inside, getting to the basket. Nice line there, too, by Murray. 7 for 7 free throw line. That means you take advantage of every opportunity, and you like that out of your score.
25 points for our Task Electronics player of the game. It looks like the final margin going to be 187. Owens going to get to the 100-point mark for the 7th time this season. They improved to 17-4 with a 13-point win tonight. That'll do it tonight. From the Shack here at Owens, for Deanne Thompson and her entire crew, I'm Kevin Breckmacher saying so long. This presentation of BCS and HD presented by Nationwide Auto Finance, the biggest zero-interest line in the region. For everyone, you've been watching BCS and seen only on the Buckeye Cable System. 13-point win for Owens.